Friends, thank you for watching my channel. I just want to remind you, if you need wallpaper, go to www.wallpaperboulevard.com. Tell them Spencer sent you. In fact, if you use my hashtag, Spencer Colgan is wallpaper, they'll be sure to give you 10% off at your checkout. No matter how much you order, they have a wide selection of wallpaper. Check it out. Tell them I said hello. The question for this video is, can I splice two pieces of... So you want a wallpaper around a window. This is what's called a window return. Okay? This is not your encased window. This is putting the wallpaper into the return. Okay? So the other people call it different things, but it's basically wallpapering around a window return. So my second sheet of paper goes beyond the wallpaper. You can see the shadow of the structure right here, and then this is empty space. And so our wallpaper goes past it, okay? So what we're going to do is, this wallpaper will fill in right here, up to the top. But then we're going to bring in another piece to fill in this part of the wallpaper. Since this can only fill in one thing, it's either going to be committed to filling in this area or the top. If we did the top, we would cut it here and flap it this way, but that would be silly because then you'd have a space there. So what you do is, I'll show you. We're going to cut it and fill this piece in, okay? So now we cut it at the bottom, and now we're going to just slice it at the top. We're just going to slice this here. And then we'll push our wallpaper in here. Okay? This, you'll see some guys from the UK, they'll cut it right here and continue this piece right into here. I've seen it done. Okay? Now don't be feeling like, oh my goodness, what happened? We're going to use a piece. We're going to wait till we get a scrap, maybe, and we'll fill that in, but not right away. We don't want to waste wallpaper to put it in there, okay? So now this is what we have. Our second sheet came into here. We have an extra piece over here. Now this is the interesting part. Stay tuned. Okay, so you know what we have. You just saw it on the last segment. Can you put the camera over here? Now we're going to use a part of this sheet, not all of it, a part of it to extend onto the next area. Watch this. We're cutting this off, but you know, a picture and a video is worth a million words. Just watch. Now, you can see that it's the same exact piece. That as it is underneath it. Very important, let this piece soak properly. If you don't, it will not. Look at we got at least 1,000 lines here that if you were to be splicing, be careful that it's exactly over the piece underneath. These things have to match up. Okay, now let's see how we are underneath it. Simply checking underneath it to make sure it's a perfect match. It's very hard to get it perfect. Unless you're me. No, just kidding. Okay. No, it is hard. So Yeah, that's as perfect as I'm gonna get. Okay, so you saw what we did. We took a piece and replicated it just to give ourselves 3.5 inches of wallpaper, okay? Okay. All right, let's do this quick for the folks. Okay, now, on the next segment, I'm going to show you how to make a straight line. Okay, just stay tuned. Okay, you want to make a seam now directly over the corner point. The corner? No. The corner point. Okay, right here. Do you see that this is the 90-degree return corner, right? So we're continuing up, and we're going to splice our wallpaper right there with a fresh blade. Okay, so stainless steel edger. Okay. Okay. Notice I'm cutting away. Okay. This is now scrap. Now, that goes underneath where we need our wallpaper. It's such good wallpaper. This Candace Olson. Good stuff. Okay. Okay, folks. Now, notice I secured it underneath first. Now watch this. I peel this down. I pull this way. What am I doing? I'm putting my wallpaper back in place. You don't want to disrupt it too much. Okay? But there's a reason for that. When you disrupt it, you knock it out of place. And you don't want to do that. I clean off my excess glue. And I wind up with a perfect splice. Now, I do have a question or favor to ask of you watching. Can you guys just say perfect, please, if you don't mind? Okay, very nice. Okay, now you can see how we do it. Okay, you can see now how it's done. It's a mystery, right, until you see it done. Now you got the rest. But we're going to show you how to continue to the other side. See you on the next ring. Okay, I took my next sheet. I'm just put it up to see where it meets up. I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to paste this. But I'm going to cut enough to leave me some space for this part. Okay. All right, let's get this pasted and put it in. Now we'll put in this wallpaper up. Can you come on my left side? You'll probably get a better view. So if you're looking at the injury sustained right here, I had a fight with my pig, getting him into the trailer today. So I got him in, and he's fine. He's with me now. I had to take him into town because he broke out of his pen, and so I can't have him going up digging up my grass because I just got new grass put on the property, you know. So he got out and he started putting his snout under the grass. So he's with me today. Okay. Can't emphasize how, folks, don't get cheap wallpaper. Seriously, don't get cheap wallpaper. In the continental USA, and this is not always the case, but if you're paying at least $80 a roll, it's usually good stuff. $30 a roll, it's usually not only junk, it's bad, and they don't meet up, the lines don't meet up. Sometimes you get people that say, oh, I got it at a discount, what'd you pay for it? $35. You got it for $35 because nobody was buying it. And you need good wallpaper. This is high quality stuff. I like to tell people that because a lot of people watch my channel. They're looking for good stuff. I'm gonna run off some names for you as I do this. Candace Olson, Serena and Lily, Cole and Son, Schumacher, Brandon Brown, York, Philip Jeffries, what's her name? Joanna Gaines. Those are the common wallpapers, and they're affordable too, you know. And they're a pleasure to hang. Okay, so let me just show you how to do the rest of it. Don't leave the video yet, because you need to know how to get around it, okay? Okay, see you in the next frame. Now I'm using a laser level, because this piece I'm going to put in right now, the edge of which will be guided by this light, has to be in perfect line with this. For this one, the wraparound piece to meet up. Very tricky here. So I understand if you don't have a laser level, if you can afford to rent one, please consider it, okay? Watch what I'm about to do here. All right, go ahead. I think this is upside down here. Can you bring them in close on my left? Just want to talk to them about this. Now, just bring them nice and close. All of these lines have to meet up. I just want to show them what to do if they're not meeting up. Okay? If you can just come in close, please. My lines are not meeting up, so this has nothing to do with the window thing. Watch this. This is great wallpaper. All you got to do here is a little bit of manipulation, okay? Now, because you slide it down here, doesn't mean that the wallpaper moves here. That's something a lot of people don't understand. So I'm just moving it gently, gently, gently. A centimeter, you know? Now, you'll see that I'm making a buckle here. That has not affected here. I take this buckle and I move it. I dissipate that displacement to my right, okay? Now I'm meeting up perfectly, okay? Now, watch this. I'm a little off at the top. I'm good here. Now I want to move this up. See the buckle I'm creating? That's moving my wallpaper up. More. Okay, almost. It hasn't affected here. Be a little more aggressive. Come on now. Now I'm good. Now she meets. You see that? Now, my line on the other side has to be. Now let's switch them over to the other side. Now let's keep in mind that the edge, okay, we need to be, I need to move this over. Now, let me show you another trick. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Okay, so, now this is always going to line up for you. It's not going to be the problem. Would you please hand me the green thing? Okay. This is not the problem. Now you already know how to handle this issue from the other one. Okay? But here's the problem. This is what I call the wraparound sheet, which joins the end of the window to the piece underneath the glass window. And here's the reason why. See this thing? There's something always in the way that interferes with your matchup and it throws you off. Okay, especially if you're new at this. But here's the deal. Don't panic. Use water. Here's what you do. First of all, you want to always, see I don't have it installed yet. It's loose. I'm going to wet it. Why? I may have to stretch it a little bit. Or I need to make it move back a little bit. Okay, now. Oh, it's made it too easy for me. When I first did this, I blew it. The reason why my videos are so good is because I made all the mistakes that you could make. Okay? That's why they're good. They are good. I know they're good because everything I harp on, there's things that I messed up. When I was in college, I got straight A's, with the exception of 2 B's. And I never forgot it. But here's the thing. When you get something wrong on a test, I was the type of student that I wanted to see what I got wrong. And I never, ever forgot it for the rest of my life. Seriously. When I took promotional tests in the police department, I was, at the top of my lists, with the exception of the first one, from which I did not get promoted. But on the second 2, sergeant and lieutenant, I was in the top 150 people out of thousands. That's not bragging. It's just telling you I put a lot into learning what I need to know. The point of it is this. Anything I got wrong, and I got something wrong on every test, I never forgot it. I was like, wow, And it's a good learning experience too. It's like you never get it wrong again. If you're a good student. And you know what I mean. You know from the mistakes you've made in your life, you never make them again. Actually, some people do, right? But anyway, you get the point. Now, this just happened to work out perfectly, but let me just tell you, if it didn't, you move this piece back and forth. You see, if you're overlapped, push this back a little, push this one over a little. Or, if you got a gap, well, you wet that, you stretch it a little, make it work. Now, if you're in a terrible bind, Spencer, I don't know what to do, don't call me. Overlap it, here's what you do. If you're a do-it-yourselfer and your couch is going to go here, here's what you do. Overlap it, cut right through both pieces. Problem solved for you. You're a do-it-yourselfer, a couch is going to go there. If you can't make it work, don't throw out all your labor. just overlap it and cut right through both pieces, that's all. Okay? Today is a bit of a sad day for me, but I can't tell you why. I don't want to tell you why. If you really want to know, just ask. But if you ask 6 months from now, I'll be like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to remember. She's looking good, girl. What do we got? My camera woman's seeing a problem. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me just show them what I do at the top. Okay, so. Okay. Should I do this? Shh. Okay. I'm gonna do it. This will be interesting for them. Very interesting for you. Okay? Now folks, take a look, show them this. We're missing here. Oh my goodness, Spencer, what do we do? We're gonna do the same thing there that we did here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, so now we're gonna replicate this piece. Remember, the piece is missing here. This is garbage. In fact, here. Just got interrupted. This is garbage. Alright, I'm going to cut through this easy. I don't want to make an impression on the substrate, so hopefully that cut it. I'm going easy. Okay, so we're going to go over this. It's messy. That's the only thing I don't like about wallpaper. It's messy. Okay, so, wow, it's such a good product. And the backing is nice and thick. It's so good. Candace Olson. Okay, now, we let it book enough now. Let's, okay, we won't belabor the point. It looks like it's matching up perfectly. I'm gonna cut her at the top. Now, I'm going to cut it down here, just like I did over there, so that I can use this piece for under there. Okay, I'll see you on the next frame. I put my laser level, as I did before, right over the corner here. So if I move my body, you'll be able to see that is the point at which my reference line will be. I've already snapped a new blade, and I'm going to make sure that my line is correct. Now it doesn't matter if I block it, because I already remember where it is from this. Let me move out of the way again, and I'll continue. nice. Okay, so remember, we cut the paper. We're going to do the same thing, and we're going to pull the blade this way. And do you understand why we're pulling it? Just to make sure we're not cutting off too much. If we pull it this way to the right, surely we'll have enough wallpaper, right? Do you understand what I mean by that? We don't want to be cutting it short. If I go in the other direction, I might be cutting into where the window needs the wallpaper. Okay, now I'm simply going to flap this underneath, and there I go. I'm good. And that's how you do a window. Now, we still have to get rid of the wallpaper underneath. Remember when I cut it? Remember that? Now you see I don't have as much to pull away as I did before, remember? So here you go. And look at the way I'm pulling it. I don't want to disrupt this if I don't have to, see? Nice and easy. Oof, this is good stuff. It doesn't even rip. Ooh, okay. Okay. Now, don't forget we have an extra piece here, right? Gotta get rid of it. Where is it? Don't I have an extra piece? I think I do. Maybe I don't. Oh, I already got rid of it. Sorry. I'm just putting my pattern into place here. Take as much time as you need. Here's a little trick. Oh, I don't want to do that. We're meeting up in the middle, but not at the top. Okay. Okay, nice. I just stretched the top into position. Very nice. Okay. Now, that's how you do it. First I'm going to cut it here. Okay, I'm going to clean it up and show you the last part on the last segment. See you on the next one. Okay, so now you can see the window is perfectly wallpapered. You know how we came about doing this? Remember I had that little strip here? You just fill that in with the left side of a new sheet. You wait till you get a piece of scrap. And then you just use that piece, okay? Fill that in. You know how we did the top. You've seen this. Now you know how to do a window. Remember, leave that fluid. Don't nail that down. Don't leave this project until tomorrow. You stop here. No, no, no. You want to do the entire window in the same day, okay? So, that's it. That's how you do it. If you like the video, please click on like, subscribe to my channel, and tell me how you do the window. Do you also cut it here like they do in the UK and elsewhere? Thank you for your comments. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, mopped up the floor, sponge mopped it. Just letting you know it's nice and clean in case you get other workers coming in here. All right. That door is locked. Thank you so much, Alexa. You have a great night, and thank you for the business.